Okay. So because most of you have done, when you raised hand, I understand you have read all the stories of Supplementary Reader, right? You're raising hands. It means this. I think what I understood is correct. Okay. Out of those who have raised hands, if anybody wants to say that I found this particular story little bit difficult to understand, I couldn't understand what's going on, what's happening in it, you can tell me. If out of those 8, 10 stories that you've gone through.
Sir,
Hmm.
so the seventh chapter was quite confusing. So
What
like
is the
at
name?
birth.
Birth. Okay. Birth. Fine. But
Sir,
that's a very good story.
Sir,
I'll tell
second
you.
one.
I'll tell you.
Sir,
sir, sir, sixth one.
Starting all the numbers
The
one by one.
address is
Sir, the second. Sir, fifth
Nishant, what
one.
is the name of second story?
Sir, the address, I think.
The address. Okay. Very beautiful story. Fine. Then
sir, sixth.
Neeraj.
Sir,
Sir, the
sixth.
Ghat of the Only World.
The God of the Only World.
Sixth one is the Ghat of the Only World.
Yes,
Yes,
sir.
sir.
Yes, sir.
So the last
That
poem.
that you can say is little difficult to understand. Story is very
Yes,
clear, very
sir.
simple. But yes, you would have found few things that were bit hard to understand. I can understand this thing for the Ghat of the Only World.
So chapter
Okay.
8.
What is that?
The tale of Melon City. The last one was confusing the.
Look, that was the easiest and most interesting,
So उसके words
wasn't that?
so words समझ नहीं आ रहे थे उसके.
Who is saying this? Vaishnavi Bhargav
Yes, sir.
No sir.
or
Sir
Kushagra? Who
me.
said this?
Sir Kushagra.
Kushagra is saying this. Vaishnavi's mic is also unmute. Vaishnavi, do you want to say something? Or if not,
Yes,
then
sir.
mute your mic.
So sixth chapter, the Ghat of the Man.
Okay, it has been already told by somebody.
Yes, sir.
Okay, fine. As far as the Ghat of the Only World is concerned, I agree. It might take time to understand, or it might take one more explanation from me for you to understand. It's okay. But for other stories, a little bit of introduction would be enough for you to understand. Okay. So let us begin with the first thing. Who told the first one? Neha. Which story you were talking about, beta?
Birth.
Birth. Okay. How many of you found birth difficult to understand? Story birth, lesson birth difficult to understand. Okay, fine. See, uh, sometimes what happens? Am I audible to all?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes,
Yes,
sir.
sir.
Good, good,
Yes,
good.
sir.
Sometimes what happens? Your knowledge is helpful. What you've learned is very helpful. There are some situations where your learning helps you, your knowledge helps you, your the theories that you've learned are very helpful to you. And at the same time, there are situations where your knowledge or your learning or the theories that you've learned, your theoretical knowledge, that is not very applicable. In some such situations, your practical understanding works, or your practical understanding helps you better, or your experience helps you better, isn't it? Do you agree with this thing?
Yes, sir.
Yes,
Yes,
sir.
sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay. This is a story of that kind. Here, it's a story of a doctor. A doctor. Rather, a new doctor who's not very, very experienced. Okay. And he happens to assist a lady who was about to deliver a baby. Being a doctor, he was expected to take care of that delivery, to take care of that birth. There is a lot before that he had some kind of misunderstanding or some sort of breakup kind of thing with a girl who was his friend. He was disturbed because of that. And then in that disturbed state of mind, he was going back, and then somebody approaches him and he takes him to his home and requests him, asks him to assist that expectant mother. Now, when this delivery of baby takes place, what happens? The woman was in a terrible condition and the baby was born dead. Just try to understand the situation. Baby was born dead and the woman was also in a very, very difficult situation. So as a doctor, assessing the situation practically, he should try first on the patient who has a possibility of surviving. So the newborn baby was put under the bed and the woman was nursed. She was helped. When the doctor, and in this attempt, he was, see, first we have seen that because of his own situation, he was mentally very stressed. Then he had to wait for a long time till this delivery took place. And when this lady, that woman, she was found in a quite risky situation, then he works for her, he helps her out. And when he was free from all this, then he looks for the baby. And where was the baby? Under the bed. From there it was taken out. The baby was considered dead by everyone over there. But then he started trying. And what he was doing, what way did he adopt, was not anything that was written in the medical journals or in the medical books. It was not any theory, based on any theory, but it was based on one of his experience. He saw sometime in the past some senior doctor doing something like this, and remembering that, he started trying. And what was that he did? He asked for 2 tubs of water, one of warm water and one of cold water, then some towels, some napkins, and then he started putting that baby once in that warm water and then in the cold water. And when he started doing this, he started doing it very like a crazy person. He was very quickly doing it from one tub to another, and in that attempt he has dressed his clothes, his shirt, his sleeves and everything. He was not bothered about anything. He constantly kept on doing this, and finally he managed to bring that baby that was considered dead back to life. Actually, the baby was not dead. It was born almost inactive. The color of the skin was all, it was kind of off color, whitish. And then he tries to do this. He keeps on doing for hours, though he was working with water, but he himself was perspiring. He was full of sweat. And somehow, finally, he gets success in saving the life of that baby that was once considered dead. So, a mother gives birth to a baby, that's one thing, that's fine. But this doctor has given that baby the second birth. Are you getting it? Neha,
Yes, sir.
he gave this baby the second birth because it was considered dead. It was thrown rather. And then he brought it back to life. So the title of the lesson is birth, but I think it is rebirth. Second life was given. This is the story. This is just the outline of the story. Now, when you go through it, there are so many things. Every situation is explained very properly, very nicely, very thoroughly. And the doctor's mental condition when the story begins, how he was coming, in what state of mind he was, that also is all told there. So, this is how it goes on. I hope this much is enough for you to understand the story.
Yes, sir.
Those who had problem in this story, have I helped you?
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Okay. Now go through the story once again. You will understand. Then when we do in the class, we shall discuss it once again. We shall go through every single aspect, every single part, every single line of the story. Later on, that's another thing. But for the sake of your presentation part, this much is enough. If you read it, you will be able to prepare a good presentation. Chalo, let us start with birth. Let us start with birth. Who would like to take this story for presentation? It is considered most challenging. Who would like to present this story? Give a presentation of this story in just 4 minutes or 5 minutes. Arey wah, very good, very good. I saw Khushi's hand.
Sir,
Khushi has raised his hand, very Khushi. And Shivam also has raised his hand. So because Khushi has raised hand with Khushi and Shivam has also raised hand. So fine, very good. When can you present this lesson, beta? Shivam and Khushi? Shivam?
Sir, on Monday.
Yes, beta. On Monday. Monday is far, far away.
in next class.
Can't you do it in the next? Shivam is ready to do it in the next class.
Yes, sir.
Yes. Okay. Then Khushi can do it on Monday. Fine.
सर मंडे को
बेटा
क्लास नहीं होती.
Next class.
ओके जब भी होगी
Sir, on
कब होगी
next class.
in we have class on Tuesday, Purvi.
Yes, sir.
Okay, then Khushi will do it on Tuesday and Shivam will do it in the next class, means day after tomorrow. It's Tuesday today. So Thursday.
Okay.
Okay, Shivam?
Yes, sir.
Now understand one thing, I'm not asking you to prepare a PowerPoint presentation. I'm not asking you to arrange videos and this and that. Just a simple presentation of 4-5 minutes. If in that presentation you wish to put on some PPT, fine. If you wish to put on some video, very good. If you want to make a video of your own and then you want to share that video here, then again there is no problem. Whichever way you want to adopt for presentation, you can. But you simply have to tell us about the story. What is the story about? What is the theme? What is the central idea? And how many characters are there? And what all has been told in the story? And how you were impressed by the story? How you liked it? What have you learned from this story? There are so many things. There are so many aspects. You may not include all these aspects, but some of these aspects may be included. And the summary. Okay. So make it short and prepare it. So birth is done, decided. Shivam and Khushi will be doing it. Now what about other stories? Purvi, which is the first story? Summer of White Horse, something like this. Beautiful.
The
White
summer
Horse.
of beautiful white horse. Sorry.
Summer of Beautiful White Horse. Okay. Is there anyone who wants to take an initiative for this?
Yes, sir. I want to take.
Gupta ji wants to do this. Good. Given. Who else? Who else?
Sir, me.
Swastika Naik. Very good. Koshagra and Swastika Naik. Fine. Then second story, Purvi.
The next.
The address.
The address. Somebody said the address was also difficult to someone.
Sir, me.
Somebody said this.
Sir,
Nishant was
Nishant.
saying this. Shall I give it? Shall I give it to Nishant? Nishant,
Yes, sir.
can you do this? Okay.
Sir, समझा तो दो.
हाँ बता दूंगा बेटा. Because you found it difficult, so I'm giving it to you only.
Okay, sir.
Are you ready to take this thing?
Yes, sir.
Okay. See, the address is a story of a Jewish girl. Because in 10th class, you have gone through the story of Anne Frank, so you very well know what has happened, what was the situation at the time of World War. What happened means before it broke, before it started, what happened? The Jews of Germany and the neighboring countries were all dominated and mistreated by the Germans, by the German armies. You know this thing. Okay. Now there are many such stories where people went into hiding. They tried to save their lives. Some survived, some could not. Then they were taken to concentration camps, and then they were tortured over there, and many of those were killed. This all you know. This is again one such story from that period of time where these Jews, when they were living in their own houses, but because of this situation, they had to escape. They had to flee away, run away from those places just to survive. If they stayed there, if they lived there, they would have been arrested, taken to concentration camps, killed, something like this. So many people who were living in their own houses and were forced by those circumstances to get away from there, what did they do? They left their houses and went away. And then there were so many things in their houses. Every household has so many things. But can they carry everything? It is not possible. They could carry only what they needed or whatever was possible, and then they went away. So what happened when their houses were left? The Germans who were left behind, who were safe in that area, who had no fear, they started using those houses. They started living in those houses. Similarly, many Jews, before leaving that place, they gave their things to other people. Okay, like you have few things which are expensive. Those are your possessions. But because you are forced to get away from there, what will you do? You will, instead of leaving it like this, give it to somebody who you know, who you trust. Okay, let us take it into this way. Neha and Barbie both lived in Assam together. Neha was coming to Gale, and before coming here, she gave all her painting things, all the stuff that she used for painting, all those remaining canvases and the colors and everything. She gave it all to Barbie. You keep it. If God ever gave me a chance of coming back, I'll come back and take it from you. Got it? And Neha came here. When Neha came here, Barbie started using those things. She liked that. Okay. And then she became little greedy for those things. And she thought that Neha will never come back. She'll be happy in Gale. She'll be very happy from there. She will go to some other place for higher studies, and then she will complete her studies, and then she will get a very good job or a job abroad in some other country, and then she will shift to that country, and then she will be happy in her own life. She won't ever come back. So let me start using these things. But what happens after many, many years? Neha gets to go back to Assam. And she goes, because she knows Barbie's address in Assam, she goes to her to get her things back. And when she goes there, she finds that Barbie has used all the canvases. She has painted on those canvases. She has used all the expensive colors and imported brushes. And she has displayed it everywhere in her house. And now when she talked to her, first thing she refused to recognize Neha. तू कौन? मैं तो तुझे जानती नहीं. She refused. Neha tries to go once again for the second time, and then she finds everything has already been used. Neha was very disappointed, and then she thought, अब चलो छोड़ो जाने दो. Because she has used it all, she has taken it all. So there is no possibility of getting it back. And even if I get it back, it won't be of any use for me. So let her use it, and she comes back. Okay, now come back to our story. This is a story of a girl who goes back to that place, to a particular address. Marconi Street. What is that address, Nishant? Which Marconi? There is a number of that Marconi Street.
46.
Sir, 46.
46.
Huh. So she goes back to that address. This girl. And all of those things were given by this girl's mother to a woman. What is the name of that woman?
Darling.
Mrs. Dolling.
Miss.
Okay. So this girl's mother gave those things, that expensive crockery and all things, to Mrs. Dolling, and they went away. Now, after a long, long time, when this girl's mother died, after that, this girl comes back to that address, means comes back to that place, and she remembers the address. The address where this woman, Mrs. Dolling, used to live, who took all of these things, all of their possessions. She goes straight to that address, and that woman doesn't recognize her. Says she doesn't know at all. Then in the second attempt, she goes back to that house in that Mrs. Dolling's absence, and her daughter takes her in, allows her in. When she goes in, she finds that the tablecloth that they had was being used, was spread on their table. The crockery that was very expensive, very beautiful, very unique, was being used by them. The things were all kept in their house, and those things were not kept the way, that delicately as they used to handle, because it was all free for them. So they were not handling it so nicely and delicately. But yes, it was messily kept here and there. She saw all that, and then she realizes that it is better not to claim for these things. First of all, this lady is never going to return it back. One thing. Second thing is, the kind of room she was living in was very small. Even if she gets these things, these beautiful, tender, expensive things, unique things, will not suit at the accommodation where she was living. So she decides to leave it all there only, and she goes back. This is the story, Nishant. Have you understood?
Yes, sir.
Now can you prepare the presentation?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So address is given to Nishant. Who else wants to take this story? बोलो भाई. No one wants to take the story. I will have to assign it. Neha is raising hand. Neha, have you raised hand for this?
Yes, sir.
Okay then. Neha and Nishant are going to present this. Okay. What is the third story, Purvi?
Ranga's marriage.
Ranga's marriage. Probably most funny story. If not most, second to the Melon King. Because Melon King and Ranga's marriage are both very interesting and funny stories. It's about astrology, it's about lying, it's about arranging things using so many tricks. Hmm? And there is nobody who said, I couldn't understand this story. So, who wants to take this?
Sir, I. Rumisha.
Rumisha. Yes, Rumisha, you can take this one. A fun-loving student should take this funny story. और कौन लेगा? I want one more hand.
Sir, I. Ritu.
Who? Ritu. Okay. Ritu, Rumisha, Ranga. All R's. Is there any other R in the class? है और है. Fine. 2 R's have taken the third R. चलो पूर्वी fourth.
Albert Einstein at school.
Albert Einstein at school. Now A for Albert. Acha, there are 2 A's also. I'm giving this to both Aditis without asking anyone. Say yes.
Yes, sir.
Good. Second yes.
Yes, sir.
बाप रे, इतना धीरे से yes. You can give it to somebody else if you don't want. Aditi Soni. Or say yes loudly. Like Hitler.
Yes, sir.
Okay, so Albert Einstein at school is given to Aditi Samadia and Aditi Soni. Chalo. Purvi next.
Mother's Day.
Mother's Day. Mother's Day. Nobody said that this was difficult. I think this was difficult. It was like a suspense movie, isn't it?
Yes, sir. Sir, बहुत बड़ी है.
But you understood it. Good. So now who wants to take Mother's Day? A very touchy, very beautiful story. It's a play rather. It's a play. I'm leaving it for some time. I'm going to the next story. Purvi next.
The Ghat of the Only World.
For this I agreed. You might have faced difficulties to understand this. Though it's a story of a person who was dying, who was suffering from a deadly disease, and before his death, He wanted one of his friend. Amitabh, what is the name of his friend?
Amitabh Ghosh.
Of course.
Amitabh Ghosh. Yes. He asked Amitabh Ghosh to write for him, and he writes. And he tells there are lots of quotations, lots of statements used by this person in his poetry. So there are lots of poetic lines in this story. Chalo, what is next?
सर द बर्थ ये तो हो चुकी है सर.
Huh?
सर द बर्थ ये हो चुकी है, आपने देख चुकी है.
Okay, it has already been given. Next,
द टेल ऑफ मलाम सिटी.
Melon City. The Tale of Melon City. I should give it to somebody who looks like Melon. He understood. He understood. Chal, raise hand. Raise hand, raise hand. No, actually, I'm not saying looks like melon, but M for melon and M for जल्दी बोल.
Sir Manav.
Okay, Manav wants to take it. Have you taken it, beta? Manav?
Yes, sir.
M for Bijju. Okay. One more. One more.
Sir.
Bhaumik. M for Mohit also. M for Mohit also. Manav, Mohit and Bhaumik. Okay, fine, no problem. These three will present Tale of Melon City. Okay. I have left two stories. One is
Mother's Day.
and second one is Mother's Day. Okay, fine. We'll think something else for this. Now this presentation begins from the next class, and whoever wants to do it can do. I will ask if anybody agrees, if anybody wishes, if anybody initiates, I will allow. If not, I'll explain the next lesson. Okay? No force. No force. No compulsion. Only Shivam has agreed to present his story in the next class. After Shivam's presentation, I will ask everybody who wants to present. And if there is any student who did not get any of these stories, still wants to present, can at any moment say, I want to present this story, I will allow. Okay? Because this is going to be a speaking task for you. And I'll be assessing for that. Okay. I'll be assessing for that. So fine.
Sir,
All this, yes.
so do we have to use any PPTs or other such things?
That's completely your choice. I am not asking you to prepare it on PowerPoint. I am not asking you to prepare a video and show that video, present that video. I'm not asking anything. But if you want, you are allowed. If you say I have prepared a PPT, I will allow you to present. I will allow you to share the screen. Okay. If you say that I have video recorded something and I want to show it, I will allow. Yes. Keep one thing very clearly in your mind. When you present it, you should be in proper uniform. Okay. You should be in proper uniform because everything that you do here is uploaded on YouTube. Have you seen the previous videos of the previous classes on YouTube?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Everything that is being done here is uploaded on YouTube. Okay. So whatever you do it in proper school uniform, decently. Got it? Got it? Sure. If you want to make a video, shoot a video at home first, and then you want to show that, again you are allowed, but do it properly. Okay? Do it decently and in complete school uniform. Chalo. So we have spent all the time today discussing this thing only, whereas I wanted to complete this lesson today. How much have we completed? Does anyone remember page number?
Sir, 45.
45. Up to where?
Sir, that it has been, sir, from there we have to start.
It has been well said.
Yes, sir.
Okay. It has been well said that forests precede mankind. See what I said, every statement is a quotation. Forests precede mankind. What does it mean? Mankind means we all, we people. Forests, they move ahead of us. When we start moving towards forest, forest will start moving away from us. Just understand it practically. This is a line separation between this forest area and this human inhabitation. Okay, if we start moving towards forests, don't mind my arrow, this is an arrow which looks like T. Okay, close your eyes and consider it arrow. Now open your eyes. When we start moving towards forest, when do we move towards forest? When we need more land for constructing residential colonies or for constructing factories and industries, we are moving ahead. What are we doing? We are cutting trees. We are felling trees and we are moving ahead. When we move ahead, this portion up to where we have reached is now free from trees. We have removed all the vegetation from here. So now forest is moving in this direction. Agreed? Somebody can say yes, so that I can understand I'm online.
Yes, sir.
Okay. One yes is enough. Do you understand this thing? When we move towards forest, what do? We start felling trees. We start removing them all. Because we want more open land area. And when we get this, that forest land is no more a forest land. So forest is moving away in this direction when we are moving ahead in this direction. This is the meaning of this statement. Forests precede mankind and deserts follow. And what follows? ये आपसे आगे आगे जा रहा है और आपको क्या चीज फॉलो कर रही है? आपके पीछे पीछे क्या आ रहा है? This is desert. What is desert? A land with no vegetation at all. ठीक है? So आप जैसे जैसे फॉरेस्ट की तरफ बढ़ रहे हो, फॉरेस्ट आपसे दूर होते जा रहे हैं, and what is following you? Deserts are following you. Have you understood this statement? That's an important, a beautiful statement. Okay, that may be asked for explanation as I have explained just now. The world's ancient patrimony of tropical forests is now eroding at the rate of 40 to 50 million acres a year. At this rate, the forests are being removed, eroded. And the growing use of dung for burning deprives the soil of an important natural fertilizer. What is that? Because we want fuel, we take burning wood also. Okay. At the same time, at many places you would have heard that cow dung cakes are also used as fuels. Do you know this?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Cow dung cakes. Now, when these cow dung cakes are taken what happens? What happens? The dung is not there on the soil. Okay. Because if it is left on the soil, what is the process? What happens to it when the dung is left on the soil? Hmm?
Decomposition.
And with that decomposition, what happens?
It turns into a compost.
Yes. That's manure. Hmm. So this natural fertilizer that was available there is also being used. And this is making the soil deprived of this important natural fertilizer. The World Bank estimates that a five-fold increase in the rate of forest planting is needed. How much forest planting is needed? Five-fold, 5 times of what we are doing today is needed to cope with the expected fuel wood demand in the year 2000. Now, when we are talking about year 2000 in this article, we are actually reading this article in 2020, even 20 years later. And that five-fold plantation was not done up to 2000. That means the condition is even worsened. James Peth, the president of the World Resources Institute, said the other day, we were saying that we are losing the forests at an acre a second. At this rate, we are losing the forests. What is the rate? An acre a second. But it is much closer to an acre and a half a second. This was believed earlier, but actually, and that too in 1994 or 84 when this article was written. At that time, it was an acre and a half a second. It will be even more than this today. Article 48A, we were talking about 48A earlier at the time of introduction of this lesson when I showed the Tata Class Edge video. Article 48A of the Constitution of India provides that the state shall endeavor to, I talked about this statement also that day, to protect and improve the environment and to safeguard the forests and wildlife of the country. But what causes endless anguish is the fact that laws, where is the pointer? Laws are never respected nor enforced in India. This is the irony. Laws are there, but nobody respects those laws, and the enforcing bodies, the authorities, they also do not enforce these laws in India. For instance, the Constitution says that casteism, untouchability, and bonded labor shall be abolished, but they flourish shamelessly even after 44 years of operation of the Constitution. A recent report of our Parliament's Estimates Committee has highlighted the near catastrophic depletion of India's forests over the last 4 decades. India, according to reliable data, is losing its forests at the rate of 3.7 million acres a year. Remember these statistics. Large areas officially designated as forest land are already virtually treeless. Trees बचे ही नहीं. The actual loss of forest is estimated to be about 8 times the rate indicated by government statistics. See, what a scary remark is this. The actual loss of forest is estimated to be about 8 times the rate indicated by government statistics. This is what we need to realize. This is what we need to think about. Okay. Let us stop here. Let us stop here. We shall carry on doing this thing also and the assignment that has been given. Both of the things will go together hand in hand. Sometimes explanation of lessons, sometimes those presentations whenever you wish to present. Got it? Okay. If anyone has to say anything or ask anything, please go ahead, or otherwise say Sairam and leave the class. Okay, no one has to say anything. Fine then. Sairam, start leaving the class.
Thank you, sir. Sairam, sir.
Sairam.
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 Sairam sir, thank you.